All right. Hello, everyone. Peace of the Lord to all of you. I'm just doing a software test. Am I heard? I'm trying to figure out the software I'm using. It is a new software, so I'm trying to find out how this thing function. Let us see. Where is the comment? Does it sound good? I'm trying to figure out how, like in other channels, how they show the comment in the screen. There's supposedly an easy function. I'm using software different from the software they use. And it's a little bit complicated. Let us see. Where is the comment? Oh, let us see here. Comment. Okay, for some reason there's no comment is showing in my chat. I mean, I see you in the chat, but not in the software chat. There's something wrong. Well, the sound shouldn't be different really much. Let us see. You see, there's an option where the comment appear in my side. So if I want to show one of your comment, I can just click on it and show it in the screen. But that option is not showing. Which one? Yeah, I say to myself, if I go live, I will be able to make that because you have to chat to be active in order to make it work, but nothing working. I am wrong about Palestine and Israel. Well, my friend, who cares if you think I'm wrong or right? History is written by the victorious, as you know. Same time, if you claim to be a Christian, you open your Bible and you will see that this is the land of the Jews. So if you claim to be Christian and you say you are wrong, that means you are an idiot. And we have tons of idiots these days. Not only idiots, donkeys, The word idiot doesn't describe the situation. If I ask you where Jesus was crucified, you would say to me Jerusalem, right? If I ask you where David was, you will say to me Jerusalem, right? And you are saying to me I'm wrong, you idiot. Potatoes. The audio is low. My voice is low. All right, let us see. The audio is low. All right, what about now? Is it better now? Is it better? Actually, I just ate my lunch. I just finished 20 minutes ago. I made some food after I finished my live broadcast and I ate. And now I'm trying to figure out how this software works, but nothing is working. We click at live comment, nothing working. Nothing working. Yeah, not sure why. What's wrong? Set to live in the list below. All right. Indonesian Muslim posted an image remind American about 2013 Boston. Okay. We would not need the Muslims to warn us to know that if they can do something, they will do it. But you should remind this Indonesian what happened in 9/11. We made Taliban shish kebab. So if you want to make Indonesia shish kebab, go ahead. You know. At least in Indonesia, the American, they will find something to bomb. In Afghanistan, there was nothing. They don't have a trade center. All right? Are you in, no, I am not in Asia. I am in USA. When I say my lunch, because I eat only once a day. All right, go back to the software. Trying to figure out why this stupid software is not functioning. Man, oh man. What is the problem? This company didn't have really any good tutorial to explain to you like how really to make things. And the one they have, it's not enough. Let us see if we click here. Yeah, I don't see any option. Single comment. Yeah. Well, what we can do, we need to figure it out again. Because we are just chatting, there's nothing serious. I'm just doing test for my software. You guys, you don't have to stay, you know. I'm just doing some testing for the software. That's it. So if that is annoying to you, you can leave. Simple. Layer. Yeah. See? I'm sure it's a very little stupid thing, you know, to figure out. But still, we're having difficulty to find out what it is. Let us see if we activate this one. Forget about this one. Nothing. Record event. Live on show start. Maybe now? Nothing yet. No. Until now, nothing coming. Well, you know, the Christians, as an example, in the Middle East, the one is asking me about the Muslim invasion. The Christian in the Middle East, they were not the local, they are not the one in charge of the land. They were under the command of the Roman. So when the Muslim they came, they invade, and the Roman, they were like, the Roman Empire were collapsing. So it was not the local who fought against uh, the Islamic army, it was the Roman. Yeah, for some reason this thing is not working. Can Christian call you today? Well, if you call, I mean, we will not keep this, I will not keep this broadcast. I can open my Skype, no problem. But I just wanted to do some fixing for the broadcast. And this thing is not working. And you know, usually if I say people they can call me, then nobody call. I notice if I say Christians can call me, Christians don't call. If I say Muslim can call me, Christian text me say can we join? Don't worry about my health. Actually, I'm using those software because I'm talking now from the bed, covering myself with the blankets. It's very cold. I don't want to sit behind my computer, you know, in the table. So I decided to do it here because it's very cold. But still, you know, your hands show up. I mean, they are not covered, and your hands will be cold. How is your plan for Christmas? Well, at Christmas, I don't do much really. I mean, at Christmas, you know, beside that, we celebrate the occasion as a Christians, you know, by prayer. Otherwise, Christmas is for children's. You know, Christmas tree, gifts, you know, make them happy. Otherwise, for us as a Christian adult, the Christmas is already happened 2,000 years ago, and we just celebrate the occasion. Yeah. Very disappointed. I thought I'm going to be able to make the comment appear in the screen because this is what this software promised when you pay for it. But nothing happening at all. Let us see if we turn off this. Okay, let's close this one maybe. I guess the software is made in Germany and they made it so complicated. Mm. Let us see this in the eye setting. What is this? I'm not sure. Something else. Okay, comment. Nothing. Alright. Show me where it says celebrate Christmas in the Bible. So far as you are just an idiot Muslim, so why we need to show you anyway? Same time, you idiot, isn't your stupid Quran says that the angels came to Mary to tell her the good news? So if the angels came from heaven to announce the great news about Jesus, shouldn't everybody celebrate? Is that an occasion of somebody, anybody? In your stupid Quran, the angels came to Mary. They said, we are here to announce to thee the great news. You're an idiot. Do you see why I say like the word potatoes, idiot? I have no choice. I struggle every day speaking to stupid people. Honestly, it's a I suffer actually when I talk. When you see those comments is really disturbing and make you upset. You don't worship angels, you're an idiot. You don't even have angels, do you? You don't even know the names of the angels. What are they? You copy the name of angels from our Bible, and now you have angels. Same time you said you do not know worship angels. Isn't it the stupid Allah says that He created Isa by the Spirit? And we ask you who is the Spirit? You say this is Jibreel. So according to the stupid Quran, Jibreel is the one who created Jesus. Yes, according to Muslim books, the real name of Muhammad is Qatham ibn Abdullah. Well, you have to be patient with everybody. Christians sometimes they make you more upset than Muslims. You know? Christians, they make you upset too. It is done by Allah. Yeah, true. As I know that your God Allah could not fix the penis of Muhammad, He have to send him a dish of shish kebab to make it work. So how such a God can create anything? Your God cannot even fix a penis by saying, hey, fixed. You have to go to the kitchen, make shish kebab, add some spices and curry. And then after Muhammad ate it, he got the power for 40 minutes. Which means if Muhammad don't eat it too, nothing will happen. Is that how miracles happen? What an idiot. Thank you, Mariam, for the advice. Yeah, in my side, the software is showing that the chat is working, but I don't see anything working really. You see there's a window, it shows you the comment. Let me show you. Here it says audience comment. But as you see, it's empty, totally empty, you know? So the chat here is not working for some reason. Why? I don't know. So supposedly this is a small window in my software. It should show all the chat you see there. And then if I want to put any chat, any comment on the screen, I just click in it in this chat window to show it, but it's not coming. Is this my oldest? No, this is not my oldest. I have many YouTube channels before, they've been deleted by YouTube. Each time I reach 80, 70,000, 80 something, YouTube usually delete my channel. So if I still have my oldest channel, I should have by now maybe a few millions. Um, what advice can you share to young Christians who live in the West? Well, I mean, every generation have different problems and different issues. And sometimes when you are like you're not from the same generation, sometimes your advices will not be too much close to them. So the best maybe advice to Christians who live in the West is not to follow the trend. Today everything is the internet trend. You will see most of people's behavior is just from the internet. A stupid person, he put something in his head, he make a challenge, ice on my head, Then thousands of people do challenge, put ice in their head. So the first thing is not to be stupid. Always ask yourself, what is a good reason for me to do anything? Not to follow a trend. If everybody is sleeping around, don't sleep around. That is not going to help you. If everybody is a drunk party, ask yourself, do party make people happy? Look at them. Those who are going to party, are they happy? Is it drinking alcohol like crazy, like an elephant, like Muhammad in his time, will make you happy? No. I assure you, all those people who go spend their night in a nightclub, dancing, drinking, they look happy, but they are the most depressed people. Yeah, I have other YouTube channel, Christian Prince 1 and 2. Many people, they seek happiness in the wrong way, Happiness is not by drinking, is not by party, it's not by food. All those things don't make you happy. And I'm not giving you a lecture, by the way. I'm a person who lives in a very limited. If I say to you I have no couch in my house, you will believe it? Honest to God, I don't have a couch in my house. I don't. I have a table to eat on it, bed to sleep on it, and a computer table. That's it. Why I don't buy furniture? I don't need it. When you make your life simple, your life is, your life will be better. People, they complicate their life to make more responsibility. They spend their life working like donkeys, and then they spend more like donkeys. And then the more you spend, the more you need to work. And the more you work, the more you are tired and stressed. But you notice that you are not making any accomplishment. You are not even able to save money for your future, to buy a house, to do things for your kids, maybe college, university. Are you okay? No, I'm very okay, don't worry. Maybe a little bit tired. Yeah, Arab for Christ is just to teach Arabic. So that one we left it alone. Arab for Christ is to teach Arabic. We have another one, it's called the Quality of Life, but I don't use it. Try to copy, comment, and paste in the screen. I don't think that will work. First of all, you cannot copy comment in the admin Yeah, you cannot. No, it's supposed to appear here in this software. See this software here? It's supposed to appear here. So this is audience comment, and then I can choose a comment I like, make it favorite, so for later I can answer it. But as you see, there's no chat is running, zero. So there is something wrong with the software. Was Khadija a Christian? Well, I don't think she was a Christian, but I think she was maybe from Nasara, which is supposedly Muhammad. He think they are Christians. I sound like you are going to paint your walls. What does that mean? All right. Always a Christian should be united. Unity is a must. If we don't unite it, then we are not, why we call ourselves Christians. Call yourself Christian then, not Christians. So if we are Christians, then we must be, this S should unite us. But in the same time, you have a priest who would like to divide you. A priest these days, and for long actually, not only now, they work as a gang who they are trying to control their, customers. Instead of being men of God, serving God, that's the same as Muslims. Many priests are like that. They are just doing a job to make money. So the interest of a priest, like Muhammad, he says, if you give money, who want to give Allah a mortgage? Muhammad said. The priest is the same. I'm not sure, not everybody. I mean, there is good and there is bad. But generally speaking, there's a lot of those trash. All right. Yeah, let's see if this is Christmas we will have good snow. If I have, I'm going to record the snow for you. Ask me questions about things is important. Don't ask me questions about myself. Is it important if I say to you I'm renting or I own a house? Is that really something important? Do you want to know if I'm able to buy a house? Thank God I own my house. He got his knowledge from Christianity from Khadija. Khadija father. We don't know really. I mean, all everything we know about Muhammad is just what Muslims they say, and I believe everything Muhammad, like as a person in the history of Muslims, is a fabrication. I believe all those stories about Muhammad is. We don't know even Muhammad exists ever. There's no proof of his existence. There's a lot of confusion about Muhammad and the person whose name is Mani. So you will notice that tons of stories about Mani become stories about Muhammad. You can search the name Mani. In fact, he have a book. It's called the Book of Mani. And I know actually there's people that believe in him. Mani, he tried to make himself look like the Messiah. And Muhammad, he have tons of stories taken from Mani. So somehow he's like a new character of Mani. The difference is Mani did not call for killing, and Muhammad as a character is a terrorist. Have you ever thought of teaming up with Navi as Seal? I don't team up with anyone. I'm against teaming up with anybody. You see, I teach unity, but at the same time, I don't trust people who work in the internet. There's many reasons. Number one, I don't know them. I don't know their motive. I don't know how stable they are. There's a lot of people, they speak against Islam, but I find them like the Muslims. They aren't stable. When I say stable, I mean emotionally not stable, mentally not stable. So for me, I prefer to keep a distance between me and anyone. Doesn't matter. Maybe they are better than me. I'm not saying that I'm not saying I'm better and they are down. No, but I'm giving you my reason not to team up with anyone. Number one reason actually, I don't need. Do I need to join anybody? There's somebody can win against me within a debate? No. So teaming up will not do anything to enrich my work. Number two, you might praise somebody, say he's good, etc., and then you find that he's a fraud. You never know. Mhm. I don't want to get my name dirty because of somebody else. And the name you are saying, I think he made a cartoon, right? Well, good, he do not need me. How I can team with him? What he need? Nothing. Can I teach him how to do a cartoon? No. So what we will team together? I'm sure he heard a lot of stories to make cartoons about it. Which hadith talking about killing Muslim kids? It's not in the hadith. You go and go to the we're speaking about Al-Khadr, Mr. Green, Prophet Al-Khadr. It's in the Quran. Ahmad X Muslim. I told you, don't mention names to me. By the way, don't mention names. I don't want to sound like I am speaking against a person. As I told you, I don't like to work with others. I don't know them. I don't know their motive. I saw many online, they are fighting Islam, but the first thing they say, donate to me because I need to buy a car. Donate to me because I need, etc. The second I hear those things, the second I hear it, I don't want to get close to any person like that. So any person, I'm not saying the person you mentioned is doing that. I'm saying I don't know. I don't even watch their videos. But most of the people who go online claiming that they are fighting for faith, Muslims or Christians, I notice that number one motive for them is money. You will see every single Muslim from those who famous channels buy this, necklace seed, halal food, cat food, They will not even do one video without saying buy this or order this or join this, right? For me, obviously, the motive is money. Which means if we take the money away, they will not even show online. Right? Just take the money. Like if you take the monetization from the YouTube, they will stop coming to YouTube. They will go to the front base. So why they are on YouTube? Because they can get super chat and they can, But take it away, they will not come to YouTube. Why they want to come every day or every 2 days, You will notice that when the monetization is taken away from them, they disappear. Do you have an opinion in Bishop Mary? I don't know him. I saw one video of him. He said something right, but I think there's another video he said it was not accurate. But anyway, he still is better than other Christians who do nothing, say nothing. People have to eat somehow. Well, people have to eat. That's a good thing. Yeah, I mean, I have to eat too. You have to eat. But you see, people who they are doing some work let's say, if we claim that the work we do is a charity, then charity we should receive. And a charity is not by asking people to give you money, but keep talking about it. Charity is somebody voluntarily, from his love, it's called love giving. Like, you offer your love to the person. Like, it's not like a person he is pushing you. And so if you are a person, like when the last time you heard that there is a verse in the Bible where Jesus, he go around, or the disciple, they say, hey, pay us, and they keep talking about money every 2 minutes. And then there's other things in YouTube, which I find very evil, that if somebody make a donation, then we put his comment on the screen because he made a donation. Like this guy, he paid $10. He's asking a question. So we favor the guy who paid $10 and we put him in the screen and we ignore the rest. So the rest who say all kind of comments, they don't count. But the one who gave $10 or $100 is the one who answer him. And then you will notice that there's a competition. It's like an auction. And anyone who is seeking attention, he want to show the crowd that he have money, he can give money, he start giving money. Donation is not the same. Donation should be done in the private, where nobody knows, nobody talk about it, nobody will know what you give and you give to whom. Well, the video, I think it's there. You can search the video about cat food, you will find it. Money is the motive of most of those who claim to be religious. For me, I would like to have money just for security, like the future. I don't have retirement. So, when you get older, one day will come, that's it. You cannot even sit and talk, like, you will need support. Uh, Otherwise, I would never care for a penny, you know. You see, the Bible don't encourage you even uh, to worry much about it. But we are in a time where people change too. Like in the old days, family is the insurance. Family is your insurance. This is why you see in the Middle East, people, they have too many kids. They don't have too many kids because they love kids. This is not about love. This is about selfishness, actually. So each one of them, he will have like 15, 20 kids. The reason, when he get old, those kids, when they grow, they will be working and they will feed the father and the mother. So having kids is an insurance. Now we are in a time where family is demolished, like, it's not like before, and nobody cares for anybody. Most of all people, they have a puppy in their house, and nobody visits them. And the only thing left for them is the little money they saved. And then the scammers, they will call them, scam them, steal the money. Do you have pension from the U.S. Army? No, I don't. In order to have pension, you have to serve for a long time, not just, pension is only for those who serve for a long, long time. I think 20 years you have to have retirement. Anyway, God is good. Could you search for Buddha receiving revelation from a snake? Okay, I'll try. Okay. How I should talk to my brother-in-law. We are a Christian family, but he is Palestinian and talk about Gaza all the time. Me as a woman, I can tell him something. Well, he is a Christian, Anna. Your brother-in-law is a Palestinian Christian. Is he a Palestinian Christian? Many, Middle Eastern in general, they are brainwashed. You grow up in a school. Me, myself, if you go and ask me when I was maybe teenage, if you ask me who is your enemy, I might say to you Israel. Because they always paint, this is the Muslim tradition, they paint their enemy as the devil. They make him have a tail. They have, sharp teeth. They eat babies. So it takes time, it takes work, it takes study to find out who is lying and who is telling the truth. Would you bust atheism in 2 minutes? I mean, does it have to be 2 minutes? Can we make it 3? No, atheism is a stupid. You see, atheism is supposedly against religion, right? But atheism is a religion, so they choose to believe and not to believe, which is stupid. So do you believe in what you not to believe? So they choose to believe not in God, but to believe in something else, and they say they don't believe, but the fact they have believe. In the same time, if you ask atheist, what is atheism? He don't know. So what is atheism? They don't know. It's just a denial. It's nothing more than anything is a denial. It cannot be defended. It's denial. It's like a teenager being stubborn. Thank you, sir. Thank you. So I can describe atheism as a denial, but nothing more. And that word alone is enough to torture it. Same time, if you ask an atheist, as long as you believe in atheism, you don't believe in any religion, it's okay. So you believe you are an animal, right? So are you going to have sex with your mother? You will say no. Why? Aren't you an atheist? Atheists don't believe in God, don't believe in any of those ethical Christians value, etc. So what is the reason you don't have sex with your mother or your daughter? Isn't she just a female, like anybody? So, they say they are atheists, but generally speaking, they are still, they have to hold to some of Christianity, no matter what. Where is the sister? She asked me about her brother-in-law and speaking about Palestine. Did she say he's a Christian? I did not see her answer. What is your thought in Hinduism? I think it's just a collection of confusion. Nothing more, nothing less. If you want to see how stupid Hinduism is, just listen to Sadhguru. Sadhguru sounds like a smart person. He played with words, but the fact he is the most stupid idiot ever. You cannot prove to people of Gaza are not Palestinian. I do not need to prove it, they prove it for us. If you ask them, they will say they are Arab. So the second you say you are an Arab, then you are not a Palestinian. Palestinians are not Arab. See who's stupid? What is the language you speak? Arabic. What they call themselves? Arab. So how you are Palestinian? So what happened? The Muslim invasion, they come to Syria, they call themselves Syrian. But they are Arab. They come to Iraq, they call themselves Iraqi. But they are Arab. But Iraq is the land of the Assyrian. Syria is the land is Syrian. They speak Syriac, not Arabic. So this is what happened. They are Islam, as a cult, colonize countries, force people to change their language, change their name, and then they claim that they are the one who own the land. And you are saying to me, I cannot prove? Who is the idiot who says so? Palestinians of Gaza, if we can call them Palestinians, this is the word the Roman used to make the Israeli forget about their land. But if you want to go back in history, you will see none of those is alive. Those nations are gone a long time ago. What is CP doing for Christmas? Like I do every Christmas, going live, what I will do. I go live in Christmas, I go live in New Year, evening, I go live. Doesn't matter. What I will on Christmas. The problem is the whole world is flooded with the ignorance. You will see those liberals speaking about the native people who live in this land, but they never fought for the native, which they live in their land, like in America. If you are against colony, so why those liberals, white liberals, and even black, why not even each one of them go back where he came from? As long you are against colonizing, they claim that the Israeli are just practicing that the fact this is their land before anyone else. But let us go with their logic. Those hypocrites, if they are really believing what they say, they should go back where they came from. The white go back to Europe, and the black go back to Africa, and the Middle Eastern like me go back to the Middle East. Correct? The difference between Aramaic and Syriac, I mean, not much different. Like there's versions of the language, but the Syriac, there is ancient Aramaic. There is let us say, language change. I'm not the specialist in the language to give you a very accurate answer, but there is some differences. But both of them, I believe, they understood each other very well. Okay. Try to uncheck the favorite box. No, I did that. Nothing working. Trust me, I did. Because the favorite is only if you choose the favorite in the top, but there's nothing. Yeah, I will contact customer service. First of all, Islam is not really fastest growing. That's false. There's immigration coming. Like just 2 months ago, few months ago, Joe Biden, he brought 100,000 Afghani to USA. 100,000, just one shot. Those Afghani, everybody knows they would have a lot of babies. So in 10 years they would have 1 million, just 100,000. In Israel, when the Israeli have their land back, there was not even 100 something thousand Muslims. Look what they have now. They multiply 20 times in 50 years. More actually, what 20 times, maybe 40, 50 times. Gaza alone, the territory of Gaza, have 2 millions. So it's not the fastest growing religion, it's a fast birth. And that is not good, actually. This is bad for them. Look at their life, look at their misery. You see, in the old days, having a huge population is very important to defend the country, to many reasons, or even to invade other country. You know, people die at war. The more fighters you have, the more victory you can guarantee. Today is not the same. Today, having big population is a problem, big problem. Like now in Egypt, even though the government, they are trying to control the birth rate, but the government cannot accomplish, let's say, improvement in the life of the citizen, because the citizen, they have more birth rate than the government can cover. To make it simple, let us say the country have, you can search right now in Google how many newborn in Egypt every day. But let us say, let us say 20,000. So if we have a 20,000 baby, then the government should prepare from now that in 5 years from now, we will have enough schools for the coming newborn babies, because in 5 years from now, they will be in school. So to make it simple, the government are not able to build housing, schools, hospitals, to cover the fast increasing population. So it's a disaster, it's not a blessing. Do you still visit your home country? My home country is USA, my friend. I don't have another one. And I will never go to the Middle East. This land is a cursed land. I believe strongly that the Middle East is cursed. Every evil thing in the world, any evil thing, is in the Middle East. It doesn't matter what country. Why are there too many descendants from Muhammad in Indonesia? It's a business. Anyone want to get money from those fools, he call himself and they call himself Habib. People are fool. You know, during the Ottoman Empire, they used to pay money to the Ottoman. The Ottoman are very corrupt. Always, all the history of the Ottoman is nothing but corruption. So you give like the cabinet of the Sultan, you give them some money, and you buy a title. And one of the titles you can buy, honorable title. What's that mean? That will make you descendant to Muhammad. So they give you a certificate from the Ottoman. They call it Diwan. So which is like the office. So you give good money to the Sultan. Let us say you are like at this time like you give $2 million, and you ask him to give you a title, and you choose the title. Like every title have a price. You want this, you want that. What do you want? So there's like Bake, there's Effendi, there is Sheikh, there is Prince. All of those are titles. The Ottoman Sultan, he gave it to you by paying him, literally. So the rich ones, they used to give money and receive certificate. One of the certificate is a certificate that you are a descendant from Muhammad. And then things change. So now I think there is an organization, I think in Egypt and maybe in Libya. They create an organization, so you apply to prove that you are a descendant from Muhammad. And then this organization, they will give you certification if you are qualified. But we know the qualification. So you will find that Muhammad have kids everywhere. The king of Morocco is descendant from Muhammad. Saddam Hussein, descendant from Muhammad. Al-Qaddafi, descendant from Muhammad. Every scumbag in the world, but Muhammad have no kids. Yeah, Big Basha, Effendim was Basha, exactly. Yeah, all of those you pay for them, you buy them. The Ottoman always the Turkish are the most corrupt ever you can imagine. You see, even the story now about Palestine, the Jews, the Jews who were immigrant, most of them they are not in the land. There is some Jews in the land, but there is the majority they are out. Even that, they gave money to the Sultan, and the Sultan allowed the Jews to come back to their land. They paid money for it. It was by the command of the Turkish Sultan that the Jews can go back to their homeland. If you don't believe me, go check it out. Money, you know. Why it is Arabic, right from left to right? Because Eastern languages, they are made in this way. I believe that maybe when they started creating the writing, well, they decided to start from the left. Like for the, from the right. UK becoming Sharia law enforcement soon? I don't think so. I think, as you see, even the Muslim could not even put the pressure on the English government to not support Israel. With all, they gathered like 100,000 people to strike, with all those hippie, which mean not Muslims. Still, they could not even pressure the government. So still, their ability is very low. Yeah, don't worry. I don't like to eat when I am talking. Maximum, I drink water. You said Eastern languages. Why are they called Eastern? We are a spinning ball. We are indifferent. They are trying to take over. What does that mean? Philosophy. We have Aflaton in the chat. Yeah, well, languages. Languages simply is an exchange of civilizations. And I believe not a single language is pure. But I think the most powerful language was ever to exist. It was the Aramaic. This is why you see the Aramaic have influence over everything. But in the east of Asia, I think the Chinese, like there's certain Chinese languages, they were very ancient and they have a huge influence on everyone else. Like in Indonesia, in Korea, even in Japanese culture. But I believe Aramaic, especially when we speak about Middle East and Europe and the West in general, they have a great influence with their language. To the point, even the word Europe is Aramaic. Africa is Aramaic. Arabic language does not exist by itself, actually. The language of Jesus. Well, it's not accurate to say this is the language of Jesus. Jesus, he speaks all languages. Remember, the Messiah is Lord for all mankind, and language means nothing for him. It's just a way of communication. If we mean that Jesus, he spoke Aramaic, true, but that does not really make it just language of Jesus. You mean إياك نعبد وإياك نستقيم? All Arabic is coming from the Aramaic. In fact, there is two. I think they are German. I'm not sure if I think German. They made a book. I did not read it, but I did read some about it. I found it very interesting, and it looked like they have a lot of strong base in what they say. That all the Quran never was in Arabic, which means the original Quran was a book in Aramaic first, and then somebody make it in Arabic, or let's say transform the language. All Arabic words are originally Aramaic. Anything. Like when you say Ameen, when you pray, all the Muslims they say Ameen, all the Christians say Ameen, but reality is this is an Aramaic word. I should come to Indonesia and learn Indonesian. I don't know if I come to Indonesia, how many people will be waiting for me in the airport. Just let me think about it. How many? When I posted the video, do you remember when I posted the video about myself in Singapore? Anyone remember? I have it in my page here, you know. So I went to this garden, I posted a video on that garden, and then I start receiving messages from Indonesian. We are here in Singapore, where are you, CP? We want to come and see you. So imagine if I say I would be in that garden, which is not in Indonesia yet, I mean, I'm just in Singapore. So imagine if I say I am now in this garden, how many people will be there? That will not be fun at all. Yeah, actually, just I don't know if you remember. In September, I was in the street, and there's two ladies taking pictures. One is old, and one is younger. And they are putting the phone in the branch of the tree to make it so they can take a picture, and the phone keeps slipping. So I was walking by, I said, let me take a picture for you. So I took the phone and I took a picture. What I said? Yeah, I did not actually talk. I said, I moved. I heard them speaking language. I don't know what their language is. So I told them with my fingers pictures, So they gave me the phone. I took and then I came and I gave the phone to the girl. She said to me, "Thank you." I said, "You are welcome." The second she heard my voice, she froze. Literally, she froze. I said, "Oh, must be an Indonesian lady. She know my voice." I was looking at her face. You should see her face. When I was I just said, "You are welcome. Have a good day," and and she is she froze in her place. I said, "Oh, no." Actually, I said to her, "Where are you from?" I said, "Are you Korean?" She said, "No, we are from Indonesia." And I said, "Okay," but when she am talking, she froze. She's looking at me. Yeah, and I think she recognized me. Is it difficult to learn Arabic? Depends. If you are a person who would like to learn, you will learn. If you learn how to connect the letters, memorize them, and then remember words, you will be able to learn it. No, honestly, when I saw how she froze, I thought to myself, she recognized me for sure, And then I woke, and then I crossed the street to go into the traffic light. Still her and her sister or mom, I don't know, They were looking at me, you know. أمير المسيحي. الأمير المسيحي. الأمير المسيحي. Al is a word, is a, like you say, is the. Like in Arabic, we don't say, if the individual is known, and the first word is a title, not a name. So you can add L. Like as an example, you say Al-Masih. Masih is the word. Al is definition. So you add L because there's only one, you know, there's no, there two, someone is known. So you say Al-Masih. That's why you don't see Muslims saying Al-Muhammad, but they say Muhammad. All right. What happened when aliens are found? Do you believe God created them? Well, I believe aliens are exist. Look at Hamas. Look at those Muslims. Are they from this earth? They are not. You do not need to go and look for the aliens. They are all around you. Open your TV and watch the TV news. Will you ever get married? I don't know. You tell me. I'm not worried about it. If it happened, happened. Never happened, who cares? And this is another reason not to get married. Look at the alien women around you. Aliens. You know, women, they are talking like men, acting like men, rude, big mouth, dirty words. You know, they lost their feminine touch of a female. They dress like men. You know, what is missing is just to have mustache and beard. Talking about alien. And same men. Instead of men getting, being men, men these days, they shave their chest, they put rings in their nose, and etc. They want to be pretty. And, put makeup, put a lipstick. I was in Asia. I wanted to find a salon to shave my hair, like my beard, a little bit. But every salon I walk by, they have men. They are doing body care, manicure. I said to myself, this must be for homosexual. I'm not going to get in. So I went to the second salon. It was the same. The third salon, it was the same. Men, they are coloring their nails. You believe it or not? Would you be guest on my channel? I have never asked for any. The Great Commission, my friend, I don't know you. What is your channel? I don't know. You see, I'm like I want you to think of me. I'm rejecting you. It's not about you collecting money or not. I don't know you as a person, but everybody knows that I don't like to go to channels to be a guest and to work with anyone. Is that correct, people? Is that true? I got invitation from many people. You know, like Osama Daktok is very. I respect a lot this person. I don't go. What his name? The Saudi guy who left Islam. What's his name? Al-Fadi Shah. He invited me many times. If I show you on my Skype, you will not believe it. And I said no. Many people invite me. I say no. It's not about you. Don't take it as a. Is a baby child valid in your eyes? Well, you know, people, they can have argument, no problem. But if I am a child and I receive baptism, is that bad? No. Is it good? Yes. Why? Isn't it more a blessing for us to receive the Holy Spirit? And if we grow up in age and we confirm what we have done when we are kids, well, we are Christians. I believe that it's better to baptize a child, so in case something happened to him, still he is baptized. You can explain to a child, you know, we know that usually they do baptism for babies, right? The one who say this is not right because the baby don't know really what we are doing, I say no, he knows. How he knows? When one day he grow up, he don't have to stay as a Christian. He can leave. He wanna stay. He's blessed with the baptism. It's up to, you know. Baptism is us welcoming God to our life. And parents, when they do things in our behalf as a children, with God, He gave them permission to do all kind of things for on our behalf. As long as they are good things, why not? However, when you grow, you want to be Christian, it's up to you. You don't want to be Christian, it's up to you. Yeah, the Muslims are allowed to lie to you. Chapter 3, verse number 23 in the Quran. Why so Catholic is close to Islam? I don't know who said that to you, but whoever said that to you is a liar. Catholic is the opposite of Islam. Actually, the Catholic is the one who fought Islam for centuries. Who is the Crusade? Isn't it the Catholic? So who is the idiot told you that Islam is close to the Catholic? Give me his name. Why is Pope making Christianism? That's false. I never heard the Pope is doing that. Same time, the Pope is just a man. He is not a Catholic. You know, men, they can be corrupt. They can be good. I can show you right now a channel full of men and women. They claim to be Christians and ministers. They are Protestant, Orthodox, and Catholic. The three of them promoting Islam. So how come you don't say Protestant? Are you an idiot? All right. You know, Protestant as a faith is born out of Catholicism, not the opposite. So anyone wanna be stupid, he can be stupid. Catholic believe in the Father, the Son, the Holy Spirit. Islam deny all of it. Catholic believe that Jesus is Son of God, and He is the Savior. Muslim, you know, totally. Actually, the dream of Muslims is to defeat Catholicism and take Vatican. The Muslims' number one enemy for them is Catholic, not you, if you are a Protestant. That's why you will see Muslims saying, a Catholic priest said, you know? So, when somebody lie and claim, like I heard an idiot liar, saying that Khadija, the wife of Muhammad, was a Catholic nun. Khadija, she had 3 husbands, and she was a Catholic nun. And this guy is a professor. And you know, they brought him in front of him a bunch of kids, and they lied, they believe him, yeah, you know. She's a Catholic nun. And then you will see the lies, like Catholic is the one who created Islam and all the garbage. You know, people are stupid. Yeah, people are just mentally ill. No, the video is in YouTube. I can search for it. It's still there. The guy, I think he was teaching a group of seven Adventists, which is a false cult. The funny, they are talking about Catholic when they are themselves are false, you know. Compare Hitler to Muhammad. It's not good to compare, because at least Hitler, maybe he's a criminal, yes, but he did not rape like Muhammad. And Hitler, he was seeking something different from Muhammad. Muhammad is a sex maniac, rapist, child molester. We never heard of Hitler going after children and babies, you know. So I believe Hitler had tons of moral value better than Muhammad. How to refute? Hold on. Book 38. Well, I don't know what hadith is that. Let me see. Just let me check. I don't remember the numbers, those numbers. All right, I see now. Yeah, this is about the verse in the Quran. You know, the appearance of the verses sound good, but if you go in details, you will find how filthy this is. Because who is the one who is most, let us say, noblest to Allah is the one who have most taqwa. But what taqwa is? Taqwa is to follow Islam. And what does that mean? To be a child molester, to kill Christians and Jews, to be a caravan rider, to lie to non-believers, to lie to your wife. So in the appearance it sounds like, okay, the best of you is the one who do fear Allah. You know, taqwa, in fact, the word taqwa is an insult to God. Because, you know, when we use the word taqiyya means protection. So the Muslims don't believe that they should have a good deed, because good deed is good deed we should do. No, it is a taqwa, which means is to protect yourself from Allah. You do those things. So the most taqwa is the one who do more protection to himself. How we do protection? Simply by following the steps of Allah. Like, don't take Christians and Jews as friends and protectors. Kill them wherever you find them. Owning slaves. I mean, everything in Islam. So the appearance, as you see here on the screen, the appearance sounds fine. You know, I mean, nothing wrong with it. That we made you the most noble for you and die of Allah is the following. But at the same time, you will see, speaking about male and female, but you will find that the one who is a male, he will get 72 women, and the female, she will get nothing in heaven. She will be just a pervert toy. So they are not equal. The whole statement is nothing but a contradiction. If you go in the Quran, let's open the verse, as don't give me shit. See guys, I went live just to check the chat. Look what you did to me. I'm not supposed even to go live. Maybe I should have changed the title now. This is a chapter in the Quran. You will see that even the verse before it right away proving Islam to be garbage. So on one hand he says, the best for you is the one who is, you know, like fear Allah. All right? But then he started insulting the Arab. The Arab Bedouin specifically, not just the Arab, the Bedouin. So the desert Arabs say, we have believed. Say, you believe not. In other verse in the Quran, it says that the most kuffar, or the most people who practice kufr, is the Arab. So here, the most close people to Allah is the one who fear Allah, practice taqiyya from Allah. And how you do that? Just say Shahada, as you see in the verse number 14. You say Shahada, but you don't believe, as you see. They say we believe. Say you don't. Say you believe not. But you say we become Muslim, not submitted. Translation is false. So the Quran is saying that the most who fear Allah, from males and females, is the one who say we are Muslim, not the one who say we believe. That is the standard. Do you remember the video of Zakir Naik when he spoke? He was making fun of Christianity, that in Christianity you believe that Jesus died for your sins, so you can go and sleep around, sin, do whatever you want, which is absolutely false. And then he said, the good deed in Islam, let us imagine we have 150 notes, remember? So if you say Shahada, that's 100 note, $100 note. The conclusion is, it's not about how many notes you have in your hand, it's about the value. So Shahada alone is a $100 note. You do pray, is let's say, I don't know what he said, $20. So simply by saying Shahada, you became the most person of taqwa. I hope I did make it simple for you, not complicated. All right, talking again about the baptism. My friend, baptism for a child, I don't see anything wrong. I prefer if my child get baptism and he dies, it's better for him from someone waiting until he's 18, as many people they do, you know. I don't see any reason for not doing it. For me, if I have a child, I will baptize the child when he's a kid. If there's a true in the community growing in Saudi Arabia, there's a Christians, absolutely. Me, myself, I converted a Saudi prince long time ago. I was not even 19 years old. Actually, he is the first one I ever encounter. This is the first person, actually, I debated with about Islam. He brought me a bunch of sheikhs. They invited me to his palace, and they played for me. I was just a kid, you know. I mean, I don't think I was 19. Maybe I was 18. They have a tape for Ahmad Didat, and the sheikhs, they are wearing those jalabiya, you know, the short ones, look funny. Their beard is so long. And they said, they called me. I was wondering, like, why he's calling me at this time, you know. Said, come over, you know, let's have some tea and coffee. I said, okay, I'm coming. So we sat, and he put a tape for video tape for Didat. It was translated in Arabic, so there's subtitle. And then after we watch it, you know, I was watching, and my blood is boiling from what I'm watching. So he said to me, what do you think? So I said, well, I don't know. I think there's something wrong. They said, what do you mean? So let us go back in the tape, you know. Remember at that time, those videotape, VCR. So, you know, we backward and stop. So there was a question. The Didat was asking the priest about something, and then the Christians answer have nothing to do with the question. So I said, does it sound right? Either the translation is wrong, I mean, our English is not that good, or the tape is not right, you know. So how he said this, and how the answer was that. So if I ask you, how old are you? Do you say to me, my house is yellow? So the questions and the answers, they have nothing to do with each other. There's something fishy, something funny. So this was the first time ever, let's say, I faced a challenge, a serious challenge. They were sheikhs, they are old. Most of them, they are from 50 and older. The prince is not that old. He's a very good person, actually. He's a very nice person. And then after that, we started talking, me and him, and I started discussing with him and started looking for more to see how I can answer them. And there was a channel, actually, which is a Christian channel. I don't know if it's still broadcast. It's called Radio Monte Carlo. Radio Monte Carlo. It's after they close, they have a Christian program broadcast to the Middle East. So I told him to listen to it. So he listened to it and he asked me questions. So he listened every day to the program, and then he asked me questions. It took after like maybe 9 months, and we met after him, like watching those, listening to those radio program, doing a study. We met after like 9 months, and he said to me, how I can get baptism. I said, well, we have to find you, we have to travel abroad, and then we can do that, So anyway, to make it simple, this Saudi prince was the first person who converted to Islam by me. So if this has happened, and I witnessed for it, so imagine now, I'm sure there's a lot of Christians now. What video? Actually, they were the reason I was encouraged to study Sharia. I wasn't even thinking about it, But when that happened, I decided, when I finished my high school, I was just a high school kid. So I decided to study Islamic law. Thank you, my friend from Saudi Arabia. Converted to Islam or from Islam? What do you mean? Can you expand on verses that talk about Christians who are cursed to be nice? I cannot seem to get that interpretation from it. We'll open the interpretation. Open the Muslim interpretation, read it. Translation, Muslim translation, mostly is awkward and weird. So open the interpretation, Ibn Abbas, Jalalain, Ibn Kathir, and read it. You will see. Man converted to Christians. Maybe I said to convert to Islam, sorry. Maybe I'm tired. Yeah, he's a Muslim. He's a Saudi prince, He became a Christian. Yeah, sometime you, like, maybe I'm tired. Yeah, no, he converted to Christianity. He's a Muslim. He's born in a Muslim family. But he don't dare to say he is, because he will lose his job. He will lose his position. His brother was the governor of a big state in Saudi Arabia. He himself was in charge of security, which means he's in the intelligence department in Saudi Arabia. I mean, the guy is very wealthy. He have a very nice life. He have a palace. He have a lot of maids and servants, and he have his gardens. He have like maybe 13 employees from Nepal alone just for the garden. Have many of your family distance themselves from you since you accept Yeshua? I don't have people who distance themselves from me. I distance myself from everybody. I have my own word. I don't go by something called family as parents, children's. For me, my family is the one who agree with me and they believe in what I believe. You do, you are family. You don't, you are not. What do you think about Abu Jahl? Yeah, Abu Jahl is a good guy, and he exposed Muhammad. Was Khadija and Sarah? Maybe. We don't know. What we know that Khadija, obviously, the first time Muhammad he saw supposedly a vision, she took Muhammad to her uncle, which I believe he is the father of Muhammad, Warqa bin Nawfal. Obviously, Warqa bin Nawfal, he is not Christian. He is a follower of a Christian, cult. And you see in the hadith that Warqa, he was translating a book from the Aramaic into Arabic. I believe this is a book of those fake Bibles, not something real. I think I'm tired. That's why I'm not focusing too much. It's already after midnight or 1 o'clock almost. Do you think Bashar al-Assad in favor of Syrian Christians? Yeah, absolutely. During the war in Syria, all the Christians, with no exception, they fought on his side. Because if he goes, then those terrorists, they will take over, those Muslim Sunni savage. This Assad, he is Alawi. Those Alawi, they don't care really for religion. They drink vodka more than water. They make fun of Muhammad. They make fun of... They don't even have mosque. They don't go to pray in the mosque. They are not even like the Shia, they don't care really for religion. Do you have a plan to teaching Bible study? Bible study needs somebody have a very good skills in English, and I don't. If I do that in Arabic, maybe, but in Arabic I don't really have an audience. In English, you need really to be very well occupied with words, because sometimes, you see, the Bible is very deep as a book. And if you are short of words, you might find yourself short in ability to describe something very important. And then you will find yourself using words we should not use. So I stay away from doing Bible study in English, because I believe my English skills does not qualify me to do a good job in that field. The Bible is not the same as the stupid Muhammad book. It's very spiritual, it's very, very personal, very deep. So, the more limited you are in the language, the more you will not be able to give the book the rights of explanation. Is it cold? Yes, I am under my blanket. I do my best, like to explain the Bible with my limited English, but I can assure you, if I speak very fluent English, I can do way better. Actually, even sometimes I avoid reading verses in the Bible because some words are difficult for me to pronounce. You know, I'm just being simple with you. You know, I'm just giving you the answer, which is a decent answer. So if you want to teach people the Bible, right? You know, you want to speak, you want to teach, you want to give. If you are having even difficulty to pronounce a word, so how you will be able to deliver a full meaning of the word? No, my English is not that. I mean, my English is enough to deal with Muhammad. But the Bible needs something different. And I'm not saying I'm not able to, you know, to deliver the message. You know, thank God I am. Otherwise, how those people who leave Islam become Christians? But I try to deliver it in a very simple way. You know, the problem is that most of those who try to explain the Bible for you, they make it complicated without mentioning names. If you go to any church, they explain the Bible to you, they will make you even run away from the explanation because they make it so complicated, so confusing. When Christianity is very simple. I do not need to study about cults, about histories, about this man said and that scholar said and the other scholar respond to him and the other, etc. And they use very complicated terms and languages and etc. And then you feel yourself like, what is this? Is that what Jesus came with? The answer, no. All of those doesn't count. You see, a Christian is a farmer who do not know how to read, how to write. He is a Christian if he believes in Jesus. A person who doesn't have PhD in the Bible, in Latin language, in Aramaic language, in Hebrew language, you don't need any of those. What saves you is Jesus and faith in Jesus, not degrees. So those people, they make it so complicated. I try to make it very simple. For God is simple, and He was always simple, and He never came with all those books. Look at those books. There's, if I say there's maybe 10 million books written by Christian scholars, and they are discussing the Holy Spirit, and they make things so complicated. The inner, the outsider, the mind, the etc. I mean, what is this? We do not need all of this. When the Messiah, he met with the Aramaic women, the Canaanite, and the Lord, he blessed her for her faith. He said to her, your faith is great. She didn't know about the Holy Spirit. She didn't know. Oh, what she knows, she believed in Jesus. She don't have degrees. She don't have... When Jesus, he promised the person who was next to him in the cross. I mean, this guy, what this guy knows? He just believed in Jesus. That's it. He did not even receive baptism. He did not attend any class of Jesus, So, I say that Christianity, from Christian scholars, is not really Christianity as much it is somebody trying to enjoy his skills of languages and trying to dig, let us see if we can find more gold and silver. But the Christianity, as Christ is very simple. His speech is there. I do not need scholars. I do not need somebody to make books about the Holy Spirit. It's a spirit and it's holy. That's all I need. Do I need more? Do I need definition of the Father? Is the Father, that's it. I do not need to know more. and whatever they know is not more than what is in the Bible. The Bible is our book. So what many people did, they added a lot of philosophy, and philosophy never was a Christianity. So to make it simple for me, I do not like people who complicate knowledge, for this is not knowledge anymore. I don't know if you understand what I'm saying. Like I can make a book, like, I don't know, there is Arabic language is very funny. And because the Arab, they are people live in the desert and their life is not busy, they just say it's very quiet. It's a desert, there's nothing, there's no trees, there's nothing. No rivers, no water, nothing. And because of that, the Arab, they start making pain by names, by words. So if they want to describe something, they don't have one name for it. As an example, I can show you like the lion have hundreds of names. It's just a lion. The reason they do that, because their life is boring. So they keep adding words, describing the same line, but the line here is different. Like this one, his tail is long. This one, his hair is etc. This one, his head is etc. This one, his mouth, his mustache. So every picture became a name by itself. So which one is important for me really? To learn that the lion is a lion, or to know every single name, which is going to make it really complicated, crazy. Who is going to remember 300 names of one animal? And then you need to remember each name is describing what kind of lion. It's not even practical, right? So some who study philosophy, they have the same skills. They want to make one name, 300 names, 400 names, all coming from philosophy, which is not required and it's not practical and nobody cares for it. Like if I search right now, let us see. Alright, let me show you this. This is just an example, not limited. Those are the names of the lines. Just one line, you know. I'm not showing you everything, I'm just showing you some. I don't know how much you can see in the screen. Let us see. So look with me. All of those are the names of a line. Just a line. Nothing more, nothing less. How many columns you see? You see 3? Oh, there's 4. Hold on. We need to Squeeze it out. For some reason it's not showing the 4. Okay, now better. Alright. So imagine all of this is just a name of one single animal. Who in the world is going to remember all of this? Just to describe an animal, you know? So, in the old days, people, they have nothing to do in life, you know? Life is very slow, so those people live in the desert. Language is all what they do. They sit at night out of the tent and they practice poetry and they show their skills and they add words and you know. So, but this is because this is a skill of language, you know. This is not about God. And if a man can make it complicated like this, how we can if a man can make the line just a line very complicated study. If I want to study this now alone, I will take maybe 2 years. Not to understand the meaning, but to capture the image, because each one of them is a description of something about the line. What about the tiger, the same? What about the sheep? What about etc.? And most of them, nobody even know what they are. I mean, nobody uses them no more. You know, those, you know. So what I'm trying to say to you, the glory of God is not by a scholar making things complicated. The complicated is how to make a line, not how to name a line. That is the glory of God, the one who created a line. Those names are not the glory. You give it a million names, still the line is a line. You can do the same for a donkey, still the donkey is a donkey. The question is, who can make a donkey like the donkey? That is the miracle. So what some people they do, like, you know, people they consider them as scholars, they try to explain something about Christianity, they make it more complicated, and they make people, they don't like to listen to it anymore. If you go right now and ask a priest to explain to you the Trinity, and instead of explaining the Trinity for you, he will make you more confused. Because he is taking the complicated side. He's trying to show you skills of knowledge. So he starts seeing words you never heard of before. He starts seeing titles and definition and like complicated, like it's like, you know, when a doctor he uses some Latin words for medicine, and like you find yourself like look like you're a fool. You don't know what he's talking about. You know? We do not need that. We do not need any of that to understand God, to understand Christ, to understand the Holy Spirit. In fact, it doesn't matter how scholar you are. Nobody can explain God. That's why we call him God. Because if we can explain him, then we know as he knows. You know what I mean? In order to explain to you, in order to say to you, I know the knowledge of somebody. A human being doesn't even have knowledge of his own, himself. Human being is confused, human being is depressed, human being does not know why he's sad, sometimes he does not know why he's happy, sometimes he don't know why he's tired, he don't know why he's sick. I mean, a human being, he knows nothing about himself. And then the human being, the same human being, who knows nothing about himself, he tries to explain to you God. When Muslims use Arabic sound terrifying, it's not the Arabic, it's the spirit of the person. You know, there's people have evil spirit inside them, and there's people that have good spirit inside them. Otherwise, Arabic is an Arabic language. You disagree with me about CP and TO pretext? No problem. You don't have to agree. Can you sing for us any Arabic song? To be honest with you, I don't know songs. I don't even remember songs. I don't sing, I don't listen to music. It might be strange, right? I don't know when last time I listened to music. Sometimes like I put in YouTube, like, you know, they have some videos for mountains, snow, ocean. They have like background music, otherwise I don't listen. What is my favorite story in the Quran? What the question is that? You love Arabic language? I don't really love Arabic language. I find it very stupid and very silly and complicated for nothing. You know, you will notice that always somebody is from a foreign language. He might like a language just because of the sound, but doesn't mean the language itself is good. So let us say, if a woman, she is speaking French, I find the French for women look nice. I find the French for men doesn't look nice. It looks like the man look feminine, you know. So, but I understand really, I don't know if the language itself is beautiful or not. I'm just judging the sound. So, judging by the sound is not a smart idea. It's like judging the book by its cover. If you want to know the language is good or not, then go study it and see. So I find that the Arabic language is very, very bad language. Very bad. And to prove it to you, it's how complicated it is. If a language, look, the Muslims, they are so proud about the Quran, right? They say the Quran have the most perfect Arabic. Read the Quran, you will see how stupid it is. And I believe one of the reasons it's stupid, it is because it's using Arabic language. I know that people, they like to praise some languages, but for me, I believe Arabic is very stupid. The proof, the example I just told you, 300 names for one animal. What kind of language this language is? How many words you can store in your brain? Nobody knows those words, by the way. I just showed you those names. Nobody knows them. Like if you ask anyone in Arab, do you know the names of the lions? He will say the lion. He might remember 1, 2, 3, like that's it. So to make it simple, any language does not serve the purpose is not a language no more. If the language have a billion words, but we use only 10,000 words, then the rest is garbage. So we can say that the Arabic language needs filtration and need to drop hundreds of thousands of words, and then we can find what is the language is. Yusuf saying, well, at least the Arabic language have too many meaning, and its ability to describe. Well, it might be right, but you will notice. I will give you an example. Let us go to the Quran. You are looking at the Arabic language today, which is fixed by the Persian. This is not the Arabic language. If I take the dots, and I want Yusuf to focus with me, if I take all those dots we see in the top of the letters, how we can read this language? Same time, the same word can mean endless meaning. Very, very confusing. This is why when the Muslim they try to explain the Quran, each one of them have different meaning. Because the same word can mean many, many things. So how we can come to the conclusion? And this is after the Persian, they fixed the language for us. A Persian guy, he's not even an Arab. He is the one who added those vowels and those dots in the top around, and they added one letter, which is the Hamza. So how it was before? Well, even with the tashkil, still it's confusing. Like I'm tired to go and dig in the Quran to show you an example of some verses, but some, like, I mean, it's really, really confusing, very stupid. I'll give you an example. Do you remember the verse that says that those who took their monks and their rabbis? Chapter 9, verse 31. When you read it, what do you understand? Those who took their monks, their rabbis, and their monks as gods instead of Allah and the Messiah. The meaning is so clear. Okay, those who took their monks and rabbi instead of Allah and the Messiah, but that means Messiah is God. Now, the Muslims, they will say to you, oh, this is the Arabic now, the Arabic games. He meant those who took their monks and rabbis and he jumped to the Messiah. So if this is the Arabic, that is the most stupid language ever. This is just an example. In the translation, look what they are saying. They have taken their rabbis and their priests as lords instead of Allah, as well as the Messiah, son of Mary, as well. So in the translation, they added as well, and then what does as well mean? What does that mean? Anybody can tell me what as well mean? What the heck is that? We got the first part. They took their monks and their rabbis instead of Allah. Okay. What is as well as the Messiah? What does that mean? So because the way the Quran is written is very stupid Arabic, have no meaning. And there's tons of things, and yeah. The Congo, he was writing the Quran. Anyway, I'm not against the language, but I'm just saying to you, a language does not serve. The beauty of a language should be about how simple and how good it is to use, not about how complicated. How complicated doesn't make it better. Which one is better? Somebody, he finished his knowledge to be a doctor, let's say an eye doctor, by studying 10 books, or somebody have to have the same degree, same qualification, same knowledge, but he have to study 50 books. Which one is better? So the language, if it could not serve the purpose, which is to make things clear, then this language is not a good language. And then here you need to ask yourself, how much education I need in order to understand a language? All right, somebody is getting sleepy. So are you a linguist too? Well, the first job I did in my life, as when I was studying in the law degree, I did Arabic. Uh, what do you call it? Like when they print the newspaper, you have to read the whole newspaper to correct any Arabic mistakes. So this was my first job. I used to go around 9 p.m. at night to the newspaper, and I stayed there for a couple of hours, depending how much work they give me, because it's not only me. There's many people. Like we are a couple of people, like a group. Each one of us, they give them maybe 3 articles, 4 articles, 4 articles, 5 articles. So we have to read the whole newspaper and correct any mistake in pronunciation, in spelling, and grammar. And there was, let us say, a boss who is a professional, like very highly skilled in the language. So if one of us could not like find a solution for the mistake, we ask him, and he help us. Proofreading, yeah. So this is the first job actually I did when I was, let us say, as a job in sitting in a table, like in a computer. But still, I confront you that Arabic language doesn't matter how much they speak about how beautiful. I grew up in the Middle East, and trust me, they praise the Arabic language, the most beautiful, the most amazing. I find it the most stupid language ever. It doesn't even make sense. English is not, uh, maybe it's not like rich as words, but the beauty of English language, it's simple. It's way more simple than Arabic. Very, very simple compared to the Arabic. And because Arabic is not really a language, it's a mix of languages. If you look here, actually, how many words in this word, in this verse, are Arabic? Let us check. Ahbar is not Arabic. Rohban is not Arabic. Arbab is not Arabic. Allah is not Arabic. Al-Masih is not Arabic. Maryam is not Arabic. Ibn is not Arabic. Ilahan, not Arabic. Wahidan is not Arabic. Ilah is not Arabic. So what is the Arabic? What is the Arabic? You heard my stomach? Really? Oh boy. Sorry. Good I did not fart. Especially I'm reading Quran. Usually I fart when I'm reading Quran. Yeah, look like my microphone is very sensitive. I need to lose the gain a little bit. Let's see. I don't want you to hear my stomach, man. Leave my stomach alone. You are spying at me. Shame on you. Do you want people to listen to your stomach? You remind me, once is the first time ever I go to a funeral. We were kids, we were like high school. So we have a teacher, his mother, she passed away. So, we decided to go and do the duty, like to say, our condolence for your loss. Before we get in, we agreed that we will not make anything, we will not do anything, we will not, because we are kids, we are confused, we are it's the first time we do something like this. So we went, And we decide, like, in the Middle East, when we drink coffee, we say daimi. Daimi mean may God repeat it to you. But something we say always. We don't like, we don't like, this is something we say always when we go. Uh, so they warn us before we get in, when you drink the coffee, when they serve you the coffee, don't say daimi. Because if you do so, that means you are saying to him, may your mom die again, and maybe you die again too, like, like all of you die. So I think we are like 13 kids, and we went inside. The first one, he said dying. The second one said dying. The third one said dying. One after one. And I was the last one, and I died laughing. I could not take it no more. And the teacher, which we are attending, is the father of his mom. He laughed too. He said, I said, I'm not going to say daimi. He said, I said, I understand. So this was the sound of the stomach, Yeah. What do you think about 1,500 years old Bible found in Turkey? I don't know, I never heard of it. But it's not old enough. It's not like 2,000 years old. If there is any language I want to learn, actually I wanted to learn Indonesian so I can speak to Indonesian people because they are a big population of Muslims. And when I ask who would like to teach me, nowadays he volunteer. Actually, there is one person, but his time I think is not like good time for me. And I wanted a male, not a female, to teach me Indonesian. No, I ate already. Alright. Well, Dorlina, I think you're a female, right? I don't want a female teacher. I prefer a male. And the problem is, male, they are not like, usually, I don't know, like my experience with some countries, that male teachers, they don't have patience and they are not consistent. So they give up so fast, like, they might say to you, I will do it. And they might do it for maybe a week, two, and then you're... And a female, it's not something good for me. I don't like it. I don't prefer it. Because you drink so much. Well, I ate salty food, so... Have you ever practiced Catholic Mass? I went to Catholic Church, I went to Protestant Church, I went to Orthodox. My family in general, they are Orthodox. Very, very Orthodox. We have many bishops from the family. We have very old history in Orthodox Church, but I don't care for a church name. Is that helping you? And most of my seminars I did, it was in Orthodox, in the Protestant churches. Because sadly, those traditional churches, they need a lot of approval. Like even a bishop, he cannot approve it. Like he have to submit papers, request to approve something simple. I reject female teachers. No, I don't reject female teachers, but I reject stalkers because my experience is there's somebody that will say, I will teach you because they stalker me. It's not about female teacher. If she will be a teacher, I don't mind, But I'm afraid of stalkers who, I don't know what to say. It's not about she's a female teacher, but there's some females out there that are really crazy. Scared, actually. They scare the hell of me. Like, I don't know if you remember how many times I shouted them, leave me alone. I mean, I felt really, really bad. Like, like they go and they post, and there's one she was saying she's engaged to me, and then I start receiving messages saying, CP, congratulations, you are engaged. I said, to who? There's a woman, I don't know, like, we encounter here many crazy stuff. So this is why I have to be careful that, I'm telling you, very scary. I don't know how Muhammad, he got 13 of them. I mean, this guy is mentally ill. One of them, she will drive her crazy. Oh boy. 13? Oh boy. You must be a very handsome. This is the problem. They did not see me. If they see me, they will not even chase me. They hear my voice only and they think I look so good. Maybe. If they see me, nobody will come. This is the issue. I'm trying to save them from the consequence. Exactly, that's why I keep saying I look scary. I saying I look scary because I look scary. I go in the elevator, I say good morning, nobody answer. Hello? Assalamu alaikum. Nobody answer. They turn their face down to the wall. They start looking at the phone, I sit in the airplane next to a person. Hello? Huh? Anyway. You'll be surprised what a woman like. No, I'm not surprised. I know what women like. Don't worry. I'm watching CP live stream with my Muslim work mates. Around now I'm kind of scared XD. What does that mean? Scared XD? Just tell them you eat one meal in 24 hours, they will run away. They don't care. My friend, you are the meal for them. What meal? You see, those women, supposedly, they are the weakest, and they are the weak creature. And we are the men who they have muscles, and we are strong, we have guns, But the fact is, the men are the victims of those females. They prey on you. First, they convince you that they love you. Then you marry them. Then you work like a donkey to buy them dresses and accessories and bracelet and gold and silver. And, you do your best. And then, after that, you have babies. And then they will start loving the babies, not you. Oh. ENCP is a strict type of person. Yeah, I'm a strict type of person, why not? I don't like to be with the woman, she's a whore. Loyalty is very important. Decency is extremely important. And you don't want to be with anyone who's not decent, men or women, right? People in these days, they focus on everything except those things. But in fact, if you want a partner in a business, you check the loyalty and the decency of a person very much. So how you want to partner with the woman, she will be the mother of your babies, you know? She can betray you, she can destroy your honor. Or the opposite, a man you marry, you trust him, he can bring AIDS to you, he can bring diseases to you, he can cheat, he can lie, he can, you know. So, you know, these days people, they focus on just silly stuff. Like the guy, he look nice, you know, he's cute. The woman, she is pretty, or whatever, you know, they like appearance mostly. And then when you're in love with appearance one day will disappear. After you marry a woman or a man, for a month, 2 months, 3 months, the appearance becomes something useless. You know, you're used to it. Maybe first time you saw the person, she is beautiful or he is handsome. But then after not long, this appearance will mean nothing to you. And then other things will start coming into the surface. His personality, how greedy he is, how giving, how rude, how nice, how filthy, how clean, how disgusting, you know, you name it. And then those things will start building up, and then you will end in a very bad situation. What can we say to those Muslims in Canada asking for immediate ceasefire? Who cares? Let them ask. What Canada have to do with Israel? You know, I find that people are really weird and stupid. I mean, if I ask Biden, and this is the most powerful country, can he even force Israel to stop ceasefire? He cannot. Who cares? You shout in London, you shout in Canada, you shout in the Mississippi, you shout in Thailand. Go shout. Ask for ceasefire. You ask who? The wrong person. Is it Trudeau in the charge of war in Israel? People are stupid. Go buy, as Muhammad, he says, tell them to go and buy the penis of their father. People are stupid, my friend. You know, it's like going, you know, like, let us say, like now Putin, he have war with Ukraine, right? So I go and I scream in the front of the UK parliament saying, ceasefire, ceasefire. But they are not the one who is in charge of the war. People are just stupid. Those American in the state and Muslims, you know, it's just a stupid behavior. Who care what? Who care if the whole world is green? You know, the one have the ability to do or not to do is the one who's in charge. You know, the one in charge of war. The rest is nobody. All right. I guess. See, we created a chat just to test the software, and look what we have. Another 2 hours. How long are I in here? 2 hours and 20 minutes or 3 hours? Oh no. Do you know Tamparaki? I don't know who's that. From Indonesia, he is a Christian. I never heard of him. They want to provide immediate visa to Palestinian to Gaza. Well, you know, this Trudeau is an idiot. He might do something like that, but I don't think so because, you know, Gaza, people in Gaza, they have a very bad reputation. Nobody wanted to bring them to any country. Very, very bad reputation. Same time, and this is the hypocrisy of the Muslims. On one hand, they say we should not relocate the Palestinians. Same time, they want to bring them to Canada so they can take over Canada. You know? Yeah, I mean, Canada is a small population, and if you bring a few million Palestinians, they will take over the street. Yeah, still I could not make this software work fine, but it's okay. You know what I can do? We will use it for some time. All right, guys, I want to say thank you for being here. I'm not going to keep this broadcast. I will delete it soon. As you see, we'll just make it as a test for the program. And I hope you guys have a good time with your family. And we pray that always we are learning something better and good. And too bad we forgot to take this Quran image here and put this one. I like this one more, way more. Very beautiful picture. This old man with his granddaughter or grandson, not sure. And maybe they are preparing for a Christmas tree. So, you know, this is one of the huge differences between us and the Muslims. Christianity brings joy to the life of a human being, bring peace. Christmas is a very special occasion. There's no terror, there's no horror, there's no fear, there's no blood. It's just the beauty of God, you know. And this is the major difference between us and the devil Muhammad. Look what the Muslims are celebrating and what they are about. And look what we Christians will live. So you will see that the evil of Islam is it's like strike back on the Muslims, destroying their lives, make them live a misery life, evil, full of hatred. All what they care for is how to hate somebody else and how to get the benefit of somebody else. Like now, people of Gaza are asking the whole world to send donation. But when they receive the donation, they curse everybody. They are not even grateful. And they take the money. They build villas. They build like buildings. And still they claim they need help. All their schools for free. All their food for free. Not only that, for the last 70 years. Imagine. Schools for free. Books for free. Milk for free. Food for free. Rice for free. Gas for free. Electricity. They don't pay for anything. And they never, ever are satisfied. And they will never be. And now they will do the same. You see all of this Gaza is destroyed? Those stupid Western, they will send billions of dollars. The people of Gaza, they will curse them. They will ask their God, may Allah kill you all. May Allah, they are praying to the death of all the Arab too, not only to the Western. They will never be grateful. That's why even the Saudi, they don't care for them. The Kuwaiti don't care for them. Emirates don't care for them. They learn their lesson that those people, you support them, They will never be grateful. And that's why I warn you, never ever donate to those people. Never. If you want to donate, go and donate for the victims in Israel. There's many people lost their jobs because of this war. And if you want to do better donation, there's Christians in Africa. Those are the ones who deserve your donation. Way more than even Israel. At least Israel is a wealthy country at the end of the day. There are Christians in many countries, in Indonesia, in the Philippines, in Africa. I mean, those are the poor ones need your help. I saw a video of a Muslim from Gaza. He was saying, "May Allah destroy you all. Hey, Saudi Arabia, you are sending us biscuit is going to be expired after 3 months." He's eating their biscuit. They send him biscuit. And he's cursing them. Look at this water. Look at this water. It's not even tasty. So, I mean, they are so unbelievable, you know. And they get everything. The schools is from Germany, schools from Finland, hospital from even Indonesia. Imagine an Indonesian country, it's very poor. They donated for them hospitals. I mean, do you see the stupidity? Indonesia is a very poor country compared to the rest of the world. Many of those Indonesian, you know, there's a lot of poor people, they work as maids. Overseas maid, you know what maid mean? So why the Indonesian would donate a school or a hospital to Gaza? So Indonesian, which is a poor country, even those people, they are sucking their blood. Hospital, schools, kindergarten, library. And are they grateful? No. And actually, if you ask them, what do you think about Indonesian, they will look down at them because they are Asian. The second you say Indonesian for them, they think of you as a mate. Prove me wrong. The second you say Bangladesh, they think of you as a person who cleaned the garbage in the street. Prove me wrong. The second you say Indian, they look down at you. They are very racist. Extremely racist. And not only them, by the way, I mean, they are ungrateful, but all Middle Eastern are ungrateful anyway. I mean, Middle Eastern in general, they are racist, even Arab Christians. All Middle Eastern are racist. Racism is in their blood. If you go and live in the Middle East, you will see what I'm talking about. I never saw racists in the world as they are. Very evil. They look down at everybody in this earth. The Egyptian make fun of the Saudi make fun of the Egyptian, the Lebanese make fun of the Jordanian make fun of the Lebanese don't like the Syrian make fun of I mean, it's just you know, it is an ocean of racism. And this is why when somebody says to you that the Muslims are going to unite and make a caliphate state, I laugh. I really laugh. I mean, those people, they are willing to kill each other for anything. Lord have mercy. All right. Well, I wish I can keep the chat running so you guys can chat, but I have to go. So excuse me. I have, you know, in the Middle East, when I was a kid, I used to knock at the door of the neighbor. She's a very old woman. So I tell her, Auntie, my mom, she said, come and visit us tonight. So this woman, she come around like 7:30. She's very old. And as soon as she come, my mom, she make tea for her, etc., cookies. And she said, and because she is there, we can sit in the TV room, So now the TV is on. And Middle Eastern, they cannot say to a guest, it's time for you to leave. They cannot. So this woman, she come and she sit and she sleep on the couch, sitting in front of the TV. And me and my brother, we sit and we are watching TV. We wait until the movie is finished, and then we wake up my mom and the guest. So every day, I go and I invite this woman to come. My mom, she wanna see you. Then one day, my mom, she told the old woman, she told my mom, hey, I might not be able to come today, so I apologize. So my mom, she said, okay, you don't have to. She said, no, but it was your son. He came to me and told me, my mom, she was asking you to come. So my mom told her, my son came and told you. So anyway, my mom discovered that somebody is inviting this woman every night. It was me. So that's what I'm saying to you. I don't want to close the chat and kick you out. So then, she discovered that I invite this woman because we're not allowed to watch TV late, like if we watch cartoon only, we're just kids. But those two ladies, the old woman, she sleep. My mom, she cannot kick her out. She sit in the couch, she sleep too. And we are watching TV. When the TV closes around I think 12 a.m., say, Mom. So sorry, I don't want to close the chat on you. And it's time for me to wake up the old lady to tell her, hey, neighbor, it's time to you to go home. Yeah. So it was like a really good time until my mom discovered that this issue. She told her, well, I never told her really. Next time, if he told you, don't listen to him. This woman, she was exhausted. Every night she got to go there every night, And she's trying to say to my mom, I cannot come. She's an old woman. She go there, she sit in the couch, she sleep, But then she is exhausted from every day. But we want her to come because if she is there, we will be able to sit and we watch TV until the last program is finished. They used to have a cowboy at the end of the night, cowboy movie. And at that time, cowboy movies, they used to teach something good. Actually all cowboy movies to teach something good, the good guys fighting the criminals, Good value, not like now. Now Disneyland is teaching kids, let us rob Santa Claus. Imagine. Now they are teaching you that if you are a thief, like now the best example of man, sadly for young men, is Andrew Tate. Andrew Tate is a great example for many now. He's a moral, for them, a pimp. He's teaching them how to rob women, how to use them for porn. So things changed. When I was a kid, we used to watch American movies, yes, but they teach good moral, good stuff. How one man he stand against a gang or against a bunch of criminals, stealing cows or kidnapping or killing a farmer, poor farmer. Now it's the opposite. Now the good ones is the one who steal, the one who rob a bank, how they rob it, how they get away with it. Everything changed, and now we are collecting the harvest, where robbery is a business, killing is very normal, rape is okay, and being a pimp is a blessing, and being a hooker, showing your ass in TikTok, to make money, is a smart business. So this is how the whole world is getting corrupt, faster. And now actually you notice that Hollywood, before they used to make movies about Muslims are being terrorists. Now they are making movies about Muslims, making them heroes. As an example, the Equalizer. If you look at the Equalizer, you will see that the one who is doing justice is a Muslim guy. And then you ask yourself, isn't it those who they are the one who practice rape? The equalizer is the one who revenged the rapist. Is that right? After 9/11, Hollywood decided to switch from speaking against Islam to speak for Islam. And since then, they try to present Islam in a good way. Even when they make a movie about terrorism, they show you that there is a good Muslim who is following the true Islam. And those are the one terrorists, they are not right Muslims. But we know that it is the opposite, totally the opposite. The terrorist is the true Muslims, and the one who is not is a Muslim by name. Everything is upside down. Yeah, I will contact the customer service anyway. The software is paid for, so they will check. Thank you for the advice. Anyway, guys, I want to say thank you for being here. May the Lord bless you. And I have to close the chat for the grandma is need. Hey, grandma, wake up. It's time to go. All right. Hello, everyone. Peace of the Lord to all of you. I'm just doing a software test. Am I heard? I'm trying to figure out the software I'm using. It is a new software, so I'm trying to find out how this thing functions. It is C. Where is the comment? Does it sound good? I'm trying to figure out how, like in other channels, how they show the comment in the screen. There's supposedly an easy function. I'm using software different from the software they use. And it's a little bit complicated.